friends. I'm Dr. Tamim. I have the privilege with introducing to you Dr. Bharat, who's got second rank in JIPMER, gastrosurgery. So, Dr. Bharat, please introduce yourself, where you did your UG, your PG.
Yes. Hi, I'm Dr. Bharat Konan. I did my UG from Adi Shri Medical College here in Karnataka, 2008 batch, and I did my internship in Bhavani Hospital, and I graduated MBBS in 2014, and I sat for like around 8 months for PG preparation, and got through to JIPMER MS, and I chose MS General Surgery, and I was always interested in gastrosurgery throughout, so I was always keen on getting to do MCH in gastro. I passed out in December 2017 from JIPMER, and for the past 1 year I've been studying at home without working actually, and yeah, on December 2nd I cleared my exams.
I think post MS gastrosurgery is one of the most sought after field.
Yes.
So, and the number of seats also are quite limited.
Yes. I think it's a combination of the number of seats and the competition, and mainly because throughout MS surgery everyone does a lot of gastrosurgery cases. So they're more interested in that field, which they're more familiar with. So that's why they all want to take up.
So many of them have this passion of doing
exactly, because they have done a lot of basic surgeries like hernia, appendix. So they want to learn more, and that's the field.
So how were you preparing during your PG itself, or?
Actually, in JIPMER, there is no time to open your books. Maybe the only time
it is a hectic department.
It is a very hectic department. We were slogging throughout 3 years. Only 1 or 2 months before we studied only for our MS exams. So we had no orientation of preparation for MCQs and all those things.
So I think after 3 years to go back to MCQs, it takes some time to get the hang of it.
I think I'm more comfortable with MCQs because I've been trained that way during my PG preparation. So I was very happy to be back to MCQ.
Okay. So in preparation for gastrosurgery, what are the things that one should be focused on? What books do you think are minimum?
I think main thing for gastrosurgery is you have to prepare yourself mentally to be ready to study for 2, 3 or even more number of years. Because it's just 1 or 2 seats everywhere, and you can give 99% hard work, but still you need that 1% luck. That is the main thing for me. I believe in. And that can happen if in any exam. It can be there, it cannot be there, and the number of exams are also very less. So you should be ready to prepare for any number of years. And the most important thing is you should enjoy studying the subject. You should have the passion for gastrosurgery, and if you don't enjoy what you're reading, I don't think it's easy to get through the preparation.
Even JIPMER used to be biannual, now it's become once a year.
Yeah, from just 2 months back they announced a circular that they want to make it single exam with the July seats added to the December.
Okay, but eventually there will be 2 seats per year.
2 seats per year.
Okay. So, what books would you say? What textbooks do you think are really important?
I think there's a huge difference between preparing for NEET and preparing for the institutes like AIIMS, PGI and specialty courses. Huge difference is there. If you're preparing for NEET, I think 2 months of preparation is more than enough. If you're preparing for 6 months, it will be more like a waste of time, because 2 months if you read Bailey through and through at least 3 times, and that is for the first 40 marks of NEET super specialty exam. It's all from Bailey and a few from Schwartz also, but I think it's more of a general knowledge base. It can be answered without Schwartz. Bailey is the most important thing, and they are always framing new questions from Bailey, so I don't think there's any point reading all the all the MCQ books, the Pritesh and all those things.
So they need to focus on Bailey for 40 questions.
Bailey. It's always
60 questions specialty.
The specialty part again is from Bailey. Same, all the gastros most of the gastro MCQs are from Bailey and from Saveston. Those two, and now since there are 3 hepatobiliary seats from ILBS, so they are concentrating on standard hepatobiliary MCQs from Blumgart. So that is a must also.
So I think Blumgart is now becoming a central book for most specialty, whether it's for NEET or whether it is for.
Yes, sir. Blumgart is very important.
Okay. Other than Blumgart, what other books did you read?
Yeah, so I had always concentrated on reading for institutes. So I had started with Shackleford. But when I started, it was 7th edition. During the course of preparation, it got changed over to the new edition was released. And so now again, as I saw the MCQs from AIMS and JIPMER, all the MCQs were from the new edition.
Okay.
So new edition is a must for
people. So whatever recent advances, recent things have been added.
Yes, and they have given in much. All the faltu things have been omitted from the new
edition.
Yeah, and many people who have read from old edition are just trying to continue with reading the new old edition itself. I think you really have to switch over.
Change.
Yes.
I think focus on the preface. Find out what new topics have been added.
Definitely.
So Shackleford and Blomgart.
Shackleford and
Blomgart. And so for JIPMER, where is the focus more on vocabulary more or on?
JIPMER, the thing is, from the 100 questions, almost 50 questions are from Blomgart, direct questions from Blomgart, hidden within paragraphs somewhere. So you have to really concentrate. Especially there are 2 volumes in Blomgart. The first volume is very important. The second volume is more of procedure based. And
not many questions come from procedures.
None of them come from procedures. So there are principles of procedures that they are asked, like principles of liver dissection, but the second half of Blomgart is just the details of the procedure of liver dissections. Those are not
that important.
That's not important at all.
Okay. So, and Shackleford, they have to read the whole thing?
Shackleford, definitely. I think at least twice you have to read the new edition of Shackleford. And Blomgart, I would prefer.
These are big books we are talking about. How many hours were you studying like that?
During my peak time, in the first 6 months, I used to read around 12 to 14 hours.
Okay.
But then when I got NEET in July, I got 105th rank.
Okay.
So I was really disappointed with that and I kind of slacked off. Okay. But I picked myself back from September.
Okay.
And again, I was back to reading in full intensity. I think the key is to not...
be persistent.
You have to be persistent. You have to not feel sorry for yourself. I think I always remember Tamisar's teachings from 2014 when I was attending this class. He used to always say, by the end of preparation, you should look back and see, you should realize, you should never have any regrets of where you missed your studies. You should always be, no matter what your results, you should always be happy with how much you studied. I think that is very important.
That's very important. Apart from these 2 books, should the students focus on studies? How many questions come from studies?
Studies, I think it's highly unpredictable. But if you're having a free time, because especially in the new editions, there are some new concepts like Haber-Gamma approach for wait and watch approach for rectal cancer. All those things are new concepts, and they have just mentioned the names of those things. So if you see something new like that, very attractive,
so you
should go and open the original article. They ask from the direct original articles, because these are framed by the super specialists there, and they have seen these things in the conferences and everything. That's all they carry that to the exam framing.
So you give the AIMS exams also. I mean, AIMS super specialty and JIPMER, some differences.
There is a lot of differences. AIMS don't ask about hepatobiliary too much.
Okay.
And they are direct concept, very good questions, very well framed concept based questions.
Okay.
They test your concepts picked up from Shackleford. It's not much of memory either, so it's very nice questions. Okay. And direct from Shackleford.
Okay.
And AIMS, I have to tell that a lot of repeats are there. Every time they are asking 20, 30 repeats. So
previous
I
think there's one book you were mentioning.
Yes, there is one book, Kantamani Teja, and it has a lot of previous year questions from the last 3-4 years. They have been all put together. They're very nice, well-framed questions, but the only thing that I feel is that answers are not reliable. I think if you find the questions is more than enough, you can go back and look to those things. But very important thing is you should not spend too much time reading all the discussions about it. Once you read the subject, then you should go to that book.
Okay. So, any particular tips you would like to give for people preparing for gastrosurgery? Because many places it's not as hectic as JIPMER, and many of them have the option of preparing from PG course itself. First year itself, they want to know how to prepare.
I think if you have your time preparing from PG, it's very important to start with your concepts. I think we learn your concepts only from Shackelford and Bloomgard. Bloomgard is a very nice book. It is a very interesting book. I was really fascinated by reading Bloomgard, and you can't realize how time flies reading that book. So I think you can always, everyone says Bloomgard, they think it's some big mountain to climb, but it's a very nice book.
Once you fall in love with the subject,
exactly,
and time just goes.
That is the most important thing in a field like gastro, especially with so much competition and very little to opportunity to grab. You should have that passion, and you should always look to persevere in that.
So very glad to have met you, and I hope the future students who are seeing this video are going to benefit from your experience.
Thank you.
Any other particular thing that
I think I have definitely have to mention Tamim sir here. He has really changed me in 2014. I remember sitting in his first class in endocrinology when he came in his institute. He always he had introduced all the toppers to us. I had always had this chalta hai attitude, and sir really opened my eyes as to what it takes in the field of MCQs and the field of entrance. You have to really give your everything, no matter, and the key is to not feel sorry for yourself. And there are ups and downs, but then I think at the end, when I look back at this year, I had a very low point when NEET results had come. But now I think it is all worth it.
So it all worked out for you ultimately.
Definitely.
So, and there are some students who have this feeling that only people who are from top government colleges do well, or from Bangalore Medical College, or from AIIMS or Maulana Azad.
And I was
I think you are coming from
I am coming from Adi Shimshangiri.
But you have done extremely well.
Definitely, sir. And I have colleagues from Adi Shimshangiri
who are also doing
very well. And I think that we are an example that we can all.
Any college, it doesn't matter.
The thing is that they all feel that when you start preparation, people have an edge. That is not at all true. All the theory things doesn't matter. We all start from basics and from scratch and
true.
Yeah.
So how does it feel? How do your parents feel about
parents?
This single digit rank to second rank to get among thousands of hundreds of people who are giving the exam.
Parents are not doctors, so they are extremely proud.
Great.
Yeah, but I know there are bigger challenges waiting for me. So I'm just enjoying my last few weeks. I know it's going to be hectic, and I'm always ready to face new challenges.
Best wishes with you. I hope you continue to grow and continue to keep climbing.
Thank you.
Best wishes.
Always with yourself.